Hey guys, welcome back to the Skyline Acres channel. We are glad to have you here. My name is Ryan, and today I'm going to be fertilizing the hay field here behind us. So let's go take a look. Alright guys, so I'm walking in the hay field here, and we are in Virginia, and just like a lot of people that I'm hearing across the country right now, we are in a drought. We are officially in a drought. So let me back up. It's been 2 weeks since we made our first cutting of hay, and typically what I do is I do the soil sample fertilization in the early spring, and so that'll be nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, all of that. So then after first cutting, I'll typically come through with like 50 pounds per acre of nitrogen and put that on the field. So that's what we're doing. I've been holding off doing it because I've been waiting for when they're calling for rain, because I definitely don't want to do it when it's this dry and no rain. So anyways, I'm gambling. They're calling for 70% chance of rain tomorrow morning. For the nitrogen, we use urea, which is 4600. So it's 46% nitrogen in a 50-pound bag. Now that leads me to the other thing. In the spring, when I do the big fertilization with everything and all the nutrients and all of that, I will I have to drive like 45 minutes away, and I'll get bulk fertilizer on our trailer and kind of do it that way. When I'm doing just the nitrogen urea, number one, urea is really hot, so it doesn't take all that much. So you just don't need all that much volume. And then number two, there's a co-op that I'm literally right in town here, and I drive past it on my way to work, so I just slip in and I buy 50-pound bags. So for our scale and everything, it works out fine. I'm now down in my barn here, and I'm down here with the fertilizer, and I wanted to show you. So this is the urea fertilizer, and I don't know that I really mentioned it earlier, but the reason we use the nitrogen fertilizer after first cutting is mainly to get a flush of top growth for second cutting. I've been doing it this way for probably 5 years, and it's worked really well. So anyways, that's why we do it. And all right guys, so this, first off, what I do is I try to have the fertilizer kind of on hand, and then that way when they're calling for rain or something, you're ready to go at a minute's notice. Because nitrogen fertilizer really needs to be reined in, because you can end up it can end up volatilizing or evaporating or different things. So I'm not a scientist in that, but that's just what you want to have happen. You also don't want to get any kind of burns or anything like that. So anyways, this is the fertilizer. I've had it here, and I'm ready to go. It's on the pallet forks and everything. So they're calling for that 70% chance of rain tomorrow, so that's what we're hoping for. And if you come over here, it's nothing special. This is just what my co-op carries, Valley Fertilizer. Again, it is urea, and it's 4600 nitrogen. Now, I've shown this on my channel before, but this is my fertilizer spreader. I use it for seed and fertilizer spreader, all that. It's just your typical kind of run-of-the-mill broadcast spreader, cone spreader, whatever you want to call it. This is a Lamb Pride, and this one is several years old, but I mentioned it before. I wash the tractor and the spreader when I'm done every time I use it, and then once that dries, I oil the frame of this thing. So that's why it basically looks brand new, but I run fertilizer through it all the time. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get the tractor moved out of here, and I don't have anything on the back right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and get the tractor hooked up to the broadcast spreader. Probably laughing. I'm probably one of the few people on YouTube, it seems like, that doesn't use a quick hitch. I have no idea if this would even work anyways, but it made me think about it because yeah, I don't have one, and I'm not for or against them. I just, in my particular circumstance, I have a lot of older pieces of equipment. I mean, stuff from, shoot, probably, you know, 60s, 70s, stuff like that. And if I had a quick, and I have newer stuff like this. I got the bush hog over here. But anyways, if I had a quick hitch, I would just be constantly taking the quick hitch on and off to hook up to my 80% of my equipment that's not quick hitch compatible. So I guess if you moved to the country for the first time ever, and you were buying a tractor, and you were gonna go ahead and finance a whole bunch of equipment in with it, and if you got everything quick hitch compatible, all new equipment, all that, I could see where they'd be really nice. But the other thing is, it's nice to be able to go on Craigslist and find an older piece of equipment for 300 bucks and buy it, and you know it's not going to be quick hitch compatible, but doesn't matter, you can use it. You know, I don't have a quick hitch one here. So anyways, I'm not against them or for them. I just, in my particular case, they wouldn't really serve me a whole lot of purpose. I don't know if any of you guys have a broadcast spreader like this. But anyways, I got it hooked up, and the only thing you got to watch for is, I still have to adjust the top link, which is why it's not tightened down, but the only thing you really have to watch out for is, since the spreader sets high off, you know, it never actually really touches the ground like a box blade or something, you can put your 3-point hitch all the way down. Well, if you do that, this shaft can come into contact with your drawbar. So I could have taken the drawbar off, but I don't really let this thing down. And if I do, I let it down just to above the drawbar. But anyways, I don't know, quick little tip, because you don't want to, if you have this thing loaded with 500 pounds of fertilizer and you drop it down by accident, you can hit your drawbar and bend your drive shaft. So anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get this pulled out of here and start on this loading the fertilizer up. Alright, so I don't know if any of you guys either have one or are in the market to buy a broadcast spreader, but this is the Land Pride FSP 700. I know this is the middle model in size and it's the most popular. I think they make a 500 and a 1000. And I see the 500s be put on like subcompacts, and I see very little 1000s. I don't know that I've ever actually seen one at a dealer. So anyways, but I wanted to give you an idea if you're in the market to get one. This is 500 pounds of urea, like I said, 10 bags, and it takes it exactly to the top. You actually wouldn't want to be, if you got bumps and stuff, you wouldn't want to be this high in your field. But anyway, so just wanted to show you all that. Urea, if you don't know what urea looks like, it's all white, so you don't have all the different colors in there, and it's lighter than some of the other stuff. So the thing is, it's windier today than I would like, but which, you know, affects the throw of the spreader and the evenness across the field. But there's just, I gotta do, you know, we haven't had rain in weeks, and you know, you're never gonna find a 0 wind day plus rain coming the next day and all these different things. So it's getting done today. So anyways, there you go. I am gonna do the field. Probably not really gonna show any footage of actually doing it. Hey guys, so I just wanted to show you one of the things that I use. It's a great tool in the toolbox on our hobby farm, and that is a GPS navigation for things like spraying and fertilizing. We all know that the large farms use this technology, so 5 or 6 years ago, I said, you know, we all have smartphones in our pockets, and I was trying to spray or something, and I said, you know, there's got to be some kind of app out there for this. They all have GPS on these phones and everything. And I went to the Play Store. I got an Android phone, and sure enough, there was an app called Farmer's Field Navigator, and I loved it. It was one of the best things since sliced bread, because I used to spray and different things I had some step-in fence posts that I kind of used as markers. I kind of eyeballed a fence post in the distance and stuff like that. But this is great, and I wanted to highlight it because I keep getting a lot of comments that a lot of people don't know about these apps. So here it is. This particular one, I switched from Farmer's Field Navigator to this one. It's called Agribiz or Agribus or something. But look it up. It's on the Play Store, and it's totally free. Farmer's Field Navigator wanted to start charging, which I was fine with, because I wanted to support them, but the app also became a little bit glitchy and different things. So I tried this one, and I kind of like it better anyways. But you go in, you put your implement width in, all that stuff, and it gives you A/B lines. You can go in and save your fields and all this stuff. This app is totally free. Feel free to use it. You will love it. It's just, I mean, we all have this technology in our pockets now, so we might as well use it on our hobby farms. So there you go, guys. Just wanted to show that to you, and maybe you can try it yourself. All right, guys. Well, it is now a little bit later. I don't know, probably an hour or two, and I got the whole hay field fertilized, and everything went without a hitch. What I usually do is I do the field. It's kind of a rectangle, so I do it once long ways, and then I had to adjust back half of a hole. My thing has half a holes, and then I do the field perpendicular to the way I just did it, which ends up being short ways. It was basically exactly the amount, and that's the nice thing about taking notes, is you know it's basically going to work out. I did 3 extra passes, let's call it the third run, and I just put it in some areas that need it. So, and that was it. So we're done. Let me see if I can turn around here. We have got, I don't know if you can tell, but it's looking kind of cloudy. The wind's picking up everything. So there's a front moving in, and I'm really hoping for some rain because, like I said, it has been so dry, and I really didn't even know if I should be doing the fertilizer anyways. But I'm basically gambling on this rain tonight / tomorrow morning. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you again next time. If you guys like this kind of content, please smash that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks, and have a great day.